10 on your side, of course, is your local election headquarters. Thank you for watching our election night coverage. I'm Tom Shad.
And I'm Marielena Valores. We have the current numbers and results of all races scrolling at the bottom of your screen. We're starting off with the most closely watched race in our area, the 2nd Congressional District. Right now, State Senator Jen Kiggans is ahead of incumbent Congresswoman Elaine Luria. This was, of course, a hotly contested race with many dollars spent on advertising.
And 10 on your side's Andy Fox is at the Kiggans headquarters at the Westin in Virginia Beach. Andy, what is the feeling in that room right now?
There is a feeling of victory here tonight. We still got a lot of votes out, but it's obvious that the message about economy, the new district that was +6 Republican, the amount of organization on the part of Republicans is putting us where I think we are right now, but it's not over yet. Joining me is Jason Miyares, who is the State Attorney General. Why, if she wins, do you think Jen Kiggans won?
Inflation. That's the worst thief out there. And every day Virginians were getting less and less bang for their buck, literally. And they saw Washington that was completely out of control. He had a far-left liberal monopoly that was spending too much money. They wanted a check and balance. Jen Kiggans ran to be that check and balance. I think that's why you're seeing the results you're having.
After all is said and done, Elaine Luria outspent her probably around 9-2, 10-3, somewhere in there. It wasn't about the money.
No, I mean, message only takes you so far. And Jen was talking about the things voters were concerned about. What's happening at the gas pump? What's happening when they go to the grocery store? What happens, they feel like there's one checked party rule in Washington that's out of control. Jen was talking about that, Elaine Luria wasn't.
I want to run through some numbers real quick. Accomack County, Kiggans wins 57-42. Chesapeake, she wins 57-42. Isle of Wight, 61-38%. Southampton County, 71-28. Virginia Beach, 55-44. I know in those rural counties, not a lot of votes, but she's killing it there.
Well, it does show that the Democratic Party's having trouble. They may have just called it. I don't know who they called it for, but they're going to be calling, it sounds like, for a lot
Ohio Senate Vance, 53.
All right. So a lot of, but yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing a lot of rural areas, but in suburban areas, Virginia Beach, one of the big, largest city in the state, key swing area, won it by 11.
So what happens now? We were talking about that. If the House flips Republican, what does she do to get on Armed Services Committee in the event that she wins?
I think Speaker McCarthy will probably put her on Armed Services.
Is that why he spent so much time in the district campaigning for her?
He was campaigning for her last night.
Newt Gingrich here.
Yeah,
Is McCarthy here?
No, not here today. No.
Governor's here. We'll be seeing him later.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jason Miyares, for stopping by and talking with us. Big night for Republicans. Guys, that is the latest from here. Back to you. Big night in Virginia Beach for Jen Kiggans. Still waiting for those final votes to come in. Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Thank you, Andy. Now we want to get the reaction from the other side of things.
10 on your side's Chris Horne is at the Luria headquarters at the Holiday Inn at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. So, Chris, how's the team taking these numbers?
Well, I'll tell you what, the only optimism and the only cheers we really heard in this room in the past couple of hours are for other Democratic races. It's a 55-45 split in favor of the challenger, State Senator Jen Kiggans. There is a pot of uncounted early votes in Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach, of course, being the lion's share of the redrawn district. Of course, it was the biggest city in the old 2nd District as well. There's about 50,000 uncounted early votes. The path to victory is so narrow right now for Elaine Luria. She would have to capture more than 3 out of every 5. I'm just doing back of the envelope math for her to overcome about a 20,000 vote margin right now that's held by challenger State Senator Jen Kiggans, the Republican. The redrawn district did not favor re-election for Elaine Luria. There's just no other way to slice it. It went from +2 Republican to +6 Republican. They gained a 4 percentage point advantage, and that's the way it's been playing out. Those western parts of the newly redrawn district are all going for Kiggans. Southampton County, a slice of that. Isle of Wight in its entirety. Suffolk, she had some optimism, actually, Elaine Luria did. But all these other areas that, in fact, that Andy mentioned, those are going for the challenger, Jen Kiggans. It was economy stupid, yes. It seemed like the Democrats nationally pushed all their chips to the abortion side of the table. They pushed their chips toward the situation of, are we going to lose democracy as we know it? They didn't emphasize inflation and the economy enough. So we're still waiting for Elaine Luria to come down and address the crowd. Of course, we'll give you an update once she does. We're live in Virginia Beach. Tom, Lena, back to you.